That's fine. Excellent. Okay. So, okay, where do I start?
The beginning will be good.
Here we are in the kitchen. So as you have learned from Cheryl, okay, so you realize that our bodies are craving for the nutritional aspect in the food, but unconsciously we're losing a lot of nutrition from food due to how we're preparing and cooking it. And we end up eating, instead of eating one potato, we end up eating two potatoes. Instead of eating one carrot, we end up eating two carrots. Yeah. So what do you think happens to your food bill? It goes high, isn't it?
It has to go up.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever had a meal? Yeah. 2 hours after eating meal, starved yourself, then you feel, you know, I'm feeling hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened to you. Yeah, because what happens there, we then tend to overeat, trying to compensate what the body is craving for. Yeah, so it just depends when that signal that comes from the stomach going to the brain, which says I need more vitamins, more minerals, because earlier on what you ate was just food matter. There was no much nutrition in it, and that signal goes to the brain, which we translate as I'm hungry. And then you try to find yourself something to eat. God knows where that signal catches you. Maybe you grab a Mars bar, or maybe go get a packet of crisps, or you go to the fridge, eat a bit of cheese or yogurt, whatever it is that it catches it. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So to illustrate all this that we've been sharing with you about where we're losing nutrition, I'm just going to share with you and just show you the impact our traditional way of preparing and cooking meals has on our food. So what we're trying to retain here is more minerals in the food. So I'm just going to share with you the carrot test. We call it the carrot test. Obviously, I'm going to use a carrot. I'm not using cucumber. Yeah? Okay, so let me just share with you what I'm going to do. In normal cases, you do shredding of your carrots using your grater in your house, but I'm going to do it in a more technical way. You know, we've seen technology, the upgrade of phones and all that kind of stuff, and yet in the kitchen we're using basic stuff. I'm using this food processor, okay? This is an amazing machine. It comes with 5 cones. Okay, cone number 1 to number 5. They're all written there at the back. Okay, I don't know if you can see me clearly. Yeah, it comes with a bowl. There's a bowl as well that you can get all for free. All this thing that I'm sharing with you guys, you can get it for free. I did. If I did it, why can't you? Would you want to have a free gift?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So you find at the top we have the food guard. Yeah, it's a plastic food guard. It will protect you from cutting yourself when you're doing with this machine, which I'll share with you in a minute. And by the way, this machine comes with an alarm. Yeah. So if it happens that you are using this machine, going through the cone, and you cut yourself, yeah, it has an alarm and automatic switch off. Guess what? Suppose you're going in there and you cut yourself, you go, ah! That's the alarm. Automatically you stop yourself. Yeah. Okay. Right, now I'm just going to dismantle the machine just to share with you the technology which has been used to engineer this product. It has been engineered to a standard. So we've got the top part and we have the bottom bits. Okay, so there's air suction on all 3 ends. So some of the people put a little bit of water, then they can press it down. And because this machine is so heavy, so many people or parents, they fear their kids, it will just drop on their feet. Don't worry about that. It will not go anywhere. Mine in my kitchen, I'm glad you came to my kitchen. Ever since we moved to this house, it's been staying there. It only gets moved when my wife is cleaning the boards. That's all. You okay? So to put the cones is very easy. Okay? I'm just going to demonstrate with you and share with you how this machine works. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to share with you the impact water has to our food. I'm just going to shred this carrot. Okay?
Wow. Wow, I need to get one of those.
You need one of this. Okay? You need one of this.
Yeah.
Okay?
That was so fast.
How can I get one for free, man?
That just took a few seconds.
Was this super fast?
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. That's
You're
how
a
it is.
Formula racing
That's
guy.
lovely.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Do you like
great.
this? Yeah. So what I'd like you to do, okay, I'm gonna wait for you to finish off grating yours, yeah, and I'd like you to taste that carrot.
Yeah, my carrot tastes good. It tastes good. It
Yeah?
tastes nice. Yeah.
So I've always told many people that there's no kitchen which is complete without this machine, and I'm just gonna share with you. If I told you about it, you would think, Simba, you're a good salesman. But I'm just gonna share with you how this will benefit, cut your kitchen time in half. Yeah, I mean, think about it. How many hours do you spend in your kitchen preparing and cooking food?
3 hours.
3
4
hours.
So it takes
Yeah,
long.
yeah, 3 hours. If I cut that by half, how many hours would you have saved in a week?
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet Marcia.
Yeah, I'm sure now you've finished grating your carrots. Yeah, so would you like to taste that carrot for me?
Taste it.
It tastes beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice and sweet.
Very sweet.
It tastes like a carrot.
It tastes like a carrot.
Well, Jamaican carrots are very sweet.
Absolutely.
Right, Charmaine?
Yes, yes.
You know,
Absolutely. Did you see that how tasty it is, nice and sweet? Absolutely. Did you see that how tasty it is, nice and sweet, as you just told me? Yeah. Did I have to do anything to make it sweeter?
No.
No.
No?
no.
Natural sweetness.
Yeah. Normally, when you're cooking a carrot, you wouldn't have shredded it the way I've done. I'm doing this for illustration purpose. Okay. You chop it down and you put in your pan. Yeah, and cook it, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
So what I'd like to do, like I asked you to have 2 jars of water, glass. Yeah, I'm gonna fill mine. So as an illustration process, yeah, for cooking, we use water to cook our food, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. So suppose your husband comes back home, you hear him coming in and say, honey, I've done my carrots for you, the vegetables. Yeah. Your husband or your wife says, yeah, honey, let's have some meal. Okay. You say, okay, I'm just going to serve the food. Okay. Now, as you have heard earlier on, that if you lose the color of your food, you lose your vitamins.
Definitely.
If you lose the taste, you lose the nutrition. Yeah? Have a look at this. Look how much we lose, how much we have lost vitamins
From just adding water.
by just adding cold water to it. Okay?
Yeah. Wow.
What I'd like you to do, I'd like you to do the same. Could you add water in your grated carrot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that. Okay. Just give it 2 seconds. All right. Empty the water into your glass, just as I've done.
Okay.
Nice, Dad. That's nice, Cheryl. Did it well. Yeah. Now, what I'd like you to do is to taste the carrot again.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yes. It should have lost something.
It's gone.
It's lost something.
It's
Shocking,
terrible.
isn't it? You see how blunt it has gone?
Yeah.
It has gone.
Yeah. At this stage, when you're cooking, what do you normally do? We start to put salt back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because what
Get
we're
the
trying
flavor.
to add the flavor. We're trying to retain the flavor. Yeah? Some of the people they start putting in butter. Some they put sugar. Some they put all this Maggi or whatever it is that they're putting in their food. Yeah? There was nothing wrong in the first place with this carrot, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah? So do you see the things that we do to our food have an impact to the nutritional aspect in our food? Do you see how subconsciously we're losing nutrition?
Yeah. Yeah.
In normal instance,
And the-
I'll take
The
this
more
carrot.
nutrition you lose, the more things you add, which is terrible.
Absolutely, absolutely. In normal instances, I'll take this carrot, put in a pan, yeah, and I'll boil it. As you've heard, Sharon was telling you about enemies of nutrition. If you're boiling the food, back in the day, we would boil baby bottles to sterilize them, won't we?
Yes.
So what do you think happens if you boil that carrot? It's blunt now with cold water.
Oh, Lord.
Think about it if you boiled it.
Yeah, we've
So
stirred
it's
it.
dead food. Dead. It's dead.
dead. So we're eating dead food. Dead food. As Cheryl said earlier on, whenever we are eating or drinking anything, we're either feeding a disease or we're fighting it. Your body is looking for the nutrition, but we're giving it dead food. The body is saying, what's in it for me? I need vitamins and minerals. And then you find there's nothing that you're giving it. Then you send the signal again, and you keep yourself stuffing in, and then you become obese. When you become obese, there's so many diseases which are linked with obesity, which will just come in. Heart diseases, high cholesterol, blood pressures, you name it. Yeah? So do you
Throw
see,
it down the sink.
normally this goes down the drain in the sink, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah? So do you see how the only two healthy members in the house is the sink and the bin?
Yes. They got everything.
Yeah?
Well, if you're gonna make a compost, you're doing something good. But
Imagine if this carrot was an organic carrot. All the years that all the time you've been growing it, all the manure you've been buying it, and all this kind of stuff, and look what has happened to the poor carrot within 5-10 minutes.
that's right. Kill it.
So we end up spending more. So we are here to show you how we can cut your food bill by 50%. Would you want to do that for yourself and your family?
Of course.